Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2025. Now, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah or Ramadan or, well, Festivus. uh, and I hope that you got together with friends and family, or at least thought of friends and family and other loved ones for the new year. So here we are. We're just going to do some doodling just because it's fun to doodle. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, whether you celebrate a Kwanzaa or tap dancing or the winter solstice, welcome to the new year. All right. So, as per usual, no real plan, just exercise, as I like to call it. So what I'm going to do, I think, as I often will do, is I will draw a set of eyes. Nothing too serious. We'll zoom in a little bit just for fun. For some reason, I in my head, I like to call these I like to call them image eyes, or even like, kind of like McFarlane eyes, if that makes sense to some of you. But what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to turn them into something else. We're going to make some sort of stuffed animal out of them. Now, usually when you think of stuffed animals, you think of like teddy bears and that sort of thing. So that's where I'm going to kind of go with this. And because it's fun to live in that little fantasy world, we don't have to make them friendly if we don't want to. But they can be. Looks can be deceiving. This could be a bunny rabbit face too, come to think of it. But we'll see what happens as we go. And as I said, it's going to be a stuffed creature. For the doodle. It's funny, every so often I see advertisements or I see someone walking around with a t-shirt with the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. I've never actually seen anything to do with that. So, yeah, didn't see the movie, don't know anything about games or whatever's involved with it, really. I should make myself familiar with it. It just sort of popped into my head now just to talk about it. But I know they have kind of like big mouths and they're kind of made to look animatronic, like they're Chuck E. Cheese related in some way. So, yeah, no, I don't know anything about them beyond that. Oh, this could also be like a beaver. Although the teeth are not possibly big enough, because beavers are all about teeth for chewing down trees. They're kind of a remarkable animal when you think about it, for what they do and how they change the landscape around them. They can be a nuisance, but not how they build things, though. They're not a nuisance to what they need to do for themselves. They're very much planners of the forest. At least that's my understanding of them. So yeah, the ears would not be part of like what a beaver would have. Beavers are kind of like, they spend a lot of time in the water, and creatures with ears like this that are not a little more tapered to the sides of their heads and can close off so they don't fill up with water. You don't really see a lot of waterborne creatures like this. Well, not waterborne, you know what I mean. Those that occupy the water a great deal, they kind of adapt. Now I'm starting to think that this could turn into something else. This doesn't seem very cheery at all. I don't know. We'll see. So if you did something unique and fun to bring in the new year, I would like to hear about it. You can drop a comment down below. That's always fun. If there's something interesting that you would like to doodle together with, you can drop that in the comments down below as well. I'm happy to do some fun interactive things. We can do this kind of stuff together. I'm just going to fill that in a little bit more than normal. Oh yeah. Why it had to be mean looking, I don't know. Now let's say, because I don't have, like, the face is kind of narrowed a little bit. Not really teddy bear like. We are going to make this one a little bit more defined from the wild. Yeah, I don't know why this one turned out the way it did. That's just funny to me. Already, I don't know how I think of this. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that very much. I think we need to go a little cutesier. So let's just flip this whole thing around. Actually, let's start a whole new page. So why keep this one? I mean, I'll save this page for just doing other little scratchy fun things on, but for some reason, yeah, that doesn't seem like happy January 1st. That seems more like, I think the fall is here and winter's coming. So let's do something a little bit more hopeful, I think. We'll give this a bit more of a rounder face. We'll zoom in just a little bit for that. You know, that seems a little cheerier. Give some slight stitching, and then we can do some more obvious stitching after. Know what I mean? Yeah. And that's going to look weird. That is okay. Yeah, don't like the way that one went either. Those fingers should have crossed over there just a little bit. Do we think we can salvage this? the dark around the eyes, I think that just changes everything into something a little bit more like, he's been studying, staying up too late. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this one either. Sometimes when you're feeling an obligation to do something, you don't put as much heart into it, so it's not an obligation that I'm feeling to, well, just you folks that might spend a moment or two watching this. This is more of an obligation to me and the time that I might spend on doing something. This is weird. In case you're wondering, I just added a little mark under the nose of that one up above. So the thumb should have been very much hidden back there. The shoulder would have been kind of dropped a little bit more. If you know what I mean. If you're sitting at a table, something like that. Not everyone uses an inkwell, but let's say there's one here anyway. Something like that. Could that be fixed? Sure it could. Kind of interesting. Could one expand on this a little bit? I'm sure. Making some baloney doodles. Interesting. You know, I just thought of something. What if again, it's not so much that I'm into the sinister stuff, but wouldn't it be cool if there was a teddy bear samurai? I'm sure that's been done many times, but I don't have a reference point in front of me. That seems interesting. So that does seem kind of interesting. So I think we've run into something that we could probably use for something in the next video. What if we did a samurai teddy bear? Okay, well, that gets us somewhere. All right, I think we stumbled into the next idea. All right, well, folks, I think that's it for now. I think that's where we're going. Cool. All right, no, that's it for this video for now. And the very next one will be about focusing on this. I think that'll be kind of a fun thing. So I will see you in the next video. Sorry that this one's just sort of splashy and all over the place, but I don't know, it's just sometimes how the brain works for me. So we'll see you again very soon.